One Sports coverage of high school basketball is live now. This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to support from Generations Bank, Little John and Barbie Orthodontics, DeSanto Propane, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies, Brad Van Dusen Photography, and FingerLakes1.com Inc. Digital Marketing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome live inside Palmyra Macedon High School for tonight's crossover matchup between the number 1 ranked Lyons in the FL1 Sports Power Rankings and the number 3 ranked Palmac Red Raiders. It's going to be a big one tonight here at Palmac. I'm Jim Sinacropi alongside my broadcast partner, Kevin Sharp, for tonight's game on FingerLakes1.com. And Sharpie, I mean, this is a type of game that we get really excited about.
Absolutely. I mean, just being back in the gym with people again for, it's been over a year since we've been here, so I'm really excited about this game. But yeah, I mean, 2 of the top teams in the Finger Lakes, 2 of the traditionally top programs in the Finger Lakes going head-to-head in a non-league battle. We need to see more of this in our area.
Yeah, all these schools along Route 31, I'd like to see Lyons and Newark play. Of course, we get to see Palmac and Newark play and Lyons and Clyde play, but when you get these crossovers, especially for Lyons, who's a superior team in a weaker league this year, right, this is their first real test.
They had to have this game scheduled on their calendar all year long, looking forward to this game. I mean, I expect it to be a very highly contested basketball game. That's exactly what Lyons needs. As you mentioned it, the Wayne County League is down a little bit this year, and they need to be challenged, and I think they're going to face a challenge tonight.
And it's also interesting because Palmac, it comes in at 2-4, but they have not been at full strength yet this year until tonight. It's the first time that they're going to have their full roster. Of course, every school dealing with COVID concerns, and it's hurt Coach Trevor Sanders' squad hard. They did beat Wayne, who was a little short-handed in that one, but a huge win for as far as the Finger Lakes East goes. But tonight, back at full strength, it's the first real test for this Lyons team that is sectional favorites in Class C2, and it's everything you could want in a high school basketball game.
Absolutely. Anytime you can go to Wayne, or you can play against Wayne and then beat Wayne, and that's a signature win for your program. And that's got to give them a lot of confidence, moving forward for the second half of the season.
And then, of course, they come back and lose to Newark. Newark lost to Wayne. Yeah. Palmac beat Wayne, and then Newark handled Palmac by 20 points. So it's wide open.
Any given night, right?
Yeah. So a lot to look forward to as we turn the calendar from 2021 to 2022. A couple of months of should be a hotly contested action in the Finger Lakes East. And should also say hello to our viewers on the Palmac YouTube channel as they're pulling in our FingerLakes1.com radio feed into that broadcast. I want to thank Kevin Schlegel, who's made that all possible. We showed up, Sharpie, everything's all set for us to go. We just sat down, put on the headsets.
We've been to a lot of gyms, and this is, so far, it's been the most hospitable place that we've been. I mean, this is just great. They met us and got everything set up for us. I mean, this is great. This is great spot.
So hope whether you're listening on FingerLakes1.com radio or you are watching on the Palmac School YouTube channel, settle in. It's going to be a great game tonight as the gym is filling up here in Palmac. If you've never been to the Palmyra Macedon Gymnasium here, bleachers on both sides, about 12 rows, red benches, a lot of red here for Palmac. Big, it's a hawk, or what is a Red Raider? That is a big bird in the middle of the court at the center circle, and red trim around the baseline. Beautiful court, beautiful complex, and it's filling in tonight. A lot of people made the short drive from Lyons, and of course the homestanding Red Raiders are drawing well for this one.
Yeah, Lyons travels as well as anybody. I mean, they'll have a lot of people here. The thing that strikes me about this gym is how well lit it is. I mean, this is just a nice atmosphere to play a basketball game in.
It really is, and we'll be back here tomorrow night on FingerLakes1.com for the Minders Academy girls versus the Palmac Lady Red Raiders in a Finger Lakes East battle. Ted Baker and myself will have that call. Our broadcast will also be streamed over the school's YouTube channel. So it's kind of a real treat for us, Sharpie, to be able to welcome in those that are used to watching these games on the school YouTube channels over the past couple years. That's become commonplace with attendance restrictions especially, but I think it's been a great thing overall because you and I both can sit home any given night and watch any game we want.
Watch any game we want, right.
And you don't even have to subscribe to ESPN+.
Well, it was nice last year was the Red Zone channel you had going.
Yeah.
Switch from game to game. That was great.
Well, maybe we'll bring something like that back as the regular season heats up, moving towards sectionals. And speaking of sectionals, you got a Palmac team here that's in Class B1 along with Newark. Wayne is A2 this year, so they wouldn't have to contend with Wayne in sectionals, but they will have to contend with that North Star Christian team that they just lost to in their last game out, the same North Star Christian that nipped Minders in the sectional final in Class B2 last year.
Right.
So as far as Lyons, they're down in Class C2. Their biggest competition looks to be maybe Oakfield, Alabama, but certainly a favorite to bring home what I think would be, I got it down here.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot of sectional titles. I used to know this by heart. I think it would be their 21st.
Winning a school in Section 5 history, or since 1975.
Yep, 779 total wins. Second place, just next door, would be the Newark Reds, who Lions passed them in 2017-18. But yeah, number 2 all time in Section 5, second only to East High. This Lions program, certainly a ton of history to it, and they're stepping into unfriendly confines here of Palmyra Macedon High School, as we're just about a minute or so from the start of things here. I think we're getting ready for the national anthem, which means we're going to step aside. When we come back, we will be ready for basketball.
Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. The Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a no-obligation quote today at fingerlakesinsurance.com.
And welcome back, everybody, live inside Palmyra Macedon High School. We're just moments away from the tip. Starting lineup's about to be announced, but first, Sharpie, I'd like to know what you believe the Ferrara Lumber keys to the game are tonight to victory for both these squads.
Well, I think for Lions to be successful and come out tonight, they're going to have to push the ball to get easy baskets. Because Palmac's really going to set up in their defense and make it really hard for them to score in their half court. They got to stay out of foul trouble. Both teams have to. And they have to limit Paul Goodness. Paul Goodness, I saw him play the other night. He's a fantastic player. We're going to be talking a lot about him tonight. Palmac, I think they need to control the tempo. They need to limit how many fast break opportunities the Lions gets. Another key is how will Ian Goodness adapt to just coming back? He's been out for all year, I think. And one of their key players from last year, how quickly he'd be able to get his basketball legs underneath him. And for both teams, who's going to handle the adversity best? Because both teams are going to have runs. Who's going to be able to limit those runs and stay focused and stay part of their game? That's what I see being the keys to the game tonight.
I was talking to Coach Sanders prior to the game, and he said that one of the things that's going to be a challenge for his team is to try to slow down the track meet, because we know Lions loves to get up and down.
Absolutely. Very good. Palmac's very well coached. They will make sure they have court balance tonight.
So starting lineups for both teams. For Lyons, number 5, junior J.C. John Walker, probably the best athlete that we'll see tonight, maybe all year. Just an outstanding athletic basketball player with a ton of skills. Jalen Battle, senior, Jaden Lopez, junior, Michael Briggs, a sophomore, and Sequoia Novell, senior, round out the starting lineup for Lyons. For Pell Mac, as you mentioned, Ian Goodness making his return, 3-year varsity player, junior. His older brother, senior Paul Goodness, he scored 30 points last time out against North Star Christian. Senior Quinn Nolan, also a tremendous athlete. Robert Kinslow, the 4th, a junior. Damian Knack, a senior. And we're about to get underway. Pell Mac will be moving from our right to left in their white home jerseys with red lettering, black trim. Lyons in their road maroons with white lettering. And we're about to get underway. Norvell to jump against Kinslow. And Pell Mac controls. It's Paul Goodness with the ball now, walking across the timeline, guarded closely man-to-man by Jalen Battle. Leaves it off for Ian Goodness now. Back to Knack, who loses it, and here comes Michael Briggs the other way, looks it up ahead, and laid up and in, no, off the rim by John Walker, and we got a foul. So right away, Lyons trying to push the issue.
Norvell did a great job getting up and down the court there, made it easy for Briggs to hit him, and it caused the foul here, going to the line.
So it'll be 2 free throws for Norvell. And the first shot's up and off, and Coach Schott thought that
I think he's
right
I
too.
think he's right.
It was actually J.C. Walker who should be at the line, but the referees have Norvell, who missed the first one, so Coach Schott probably knows who's a better free throw shooter between the two of them. Coach Sanders on the other end was contesting the call.
Yeah, that might have been a no call. Just let him play. I mean, there was no advantage one way or the other.
Second free throw good, 1-0 Lions. Referees for tonight, Brian Pullyblank and Dave Toole.
2 of the best in Section 5.
And here comes Ian Goodness wearing number 0, leaving it off for Quinn Nolan, who muscles his way into the lane, and he's fouled by Jaden Lopez.
The thing that impresses me about Quinn Nolan is how strong he is. He's got just a fantastic core. He's got big, strong thighs, uses his body very well. That could be a matchup problem for Lions tonight.
Now it comes out off the inbounds to Paul Goodness, who finds his brother Ian. Now baseline, it goes one dribble. It looked like Robert Kinslow could have gone right up with it, but instead he took an extra dribble and threw it away.
He passed up a great shot for a good shot, and it went out of bounds.
So, Pell Mac will retain possession, and it'll be Paul Goodness inbounding on his own baseline, finds Ian, pump fake, dribbles into the lane, drives, and puts it up and over Norvell and in. And first field goal of the game from Ian Goodness, 2-1 Pell Mac early.
It's got to feel good, make him feel good to be that first one out of the way.
It gets skipped across to Lopez and now to Briggs. And now Jalen Battle, top of the 3, takes a 3. Top of the key 3, no good. Long rebound out to Briggs, who drives baseline, gets it back to Battle. Battle drives, puts it off the glass, and he is offensive foul. And there was Quinn Nolan putting that big, strong body right in front of Jalen Battle, drawing the charge.
He took a chance could have picked up his second foul here with just over a minute gone. Smart play.
So now full court pressure coming from the Lions is J.C. Walker on the ball. Ian Goodness to inbound underneath his own basket. They get it in and flip it quickly back to Ian Goodness. He brings it across the timeline. Again, man-to-man defense from Lyons. He holds still, top of the key. Now he drives left side and a lot of contact. Ball goes up, shot no good. Loose ball rebound into the hands of Jaden Lopez, who now pushes it up the near side of the court, picks up his dribble, finds Walker, foul line jumper off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Norvell, that's no good. Now Walker again tries to muscle it up, that doesn't draw iron, and we got a jump ball. A lot of physical play inside, no fouls, and I guess that's kind of the way we like to see it. Let them play.
Sure, Paul Mack's got to do a better job of keeping Lions off the offensive board. I think that's 4 offensive rebounds they've got already in the first 2 minutes.
So Battle underneath his own basket, inbounds, throws it up high for J.C. Walker, who grabs it. Walker now tries to drive, and it's another offensive foul. This time it was Paul Goodness who stepped in front, and JC gave him a little left forearm, and that's an offensive foul.
Thought it was a good call. He slid over, used his body well. These Palmac kids are very, very smart. Their basketball IQs are very high.
So just the first foul on JC Walker. 2-1 early. Palmac leads. 6 minutes to go here, first period. Jim Sinacropi, Kevin Sharp for Finger Lakes 1. Glad you could be with us for Tuesday night basketball. This should be a good one. Ian Goodness now gets it left side to Damian Knack, who works it into the lane, throws up a short runner that doesn't draw iron, and here comes Lyons the other way. Battle throws it up top to Michael Briggs. Gives it back to Battle, left side. Now he backs it off, dribbling with the right hand. 20 seconds to shoot. Over to Briggs. And now Lopez probes the right side of Palmac 2-3 zone and finds JC Walker. Takes a 18-foot jumper that was no good, and the rebound out of bounds to Lyons. So it looks like Jalen Battle set to inbound again. Throws it up on the block to Walker, who snags it, gives it back to Battle, coming inbounds after the inbound pass. He misses, and now JC Walker hits from the left elbow, and Lyons has their first field goal and the lead, 3-2.
But again, it's off an offensive rebound.
And
it's a second.
Paul Goodness drove left side and was fouled by Jalen Battle, who picked up his second, and that means he's probably going to have a seat as Tony Pierre checks into the ball game. So 2 fouls on Jalen Battle. Pretty big development early, as he would be probably, along with JC Walker, their best scoring option. But here comes Palmac with the ball now, down 1, as Paul Goodness hands it off to brother Ian, left open, top of the key for 3. Yes!
Oh, man.
5 points for Ian Goodness, and Palmac leads 5-3. Briggs now with the ball to Lopez. Briggs small in stature, but talented, lets a 3-ball of his own go. That hits the side of the backboard. Long rebound way back to him. Now he almost throws it away. Goodness got a hand on it. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Lyons. Now Briggs is going to have a seat as his brother Matthew Briggs checks in.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, Matthew is senior and Michael just a sophomore. As Tony Pierre almost lost it, but Lopez with a heads-up play. But his shot's blocked at the free throw line by Kinslow.
Oh, he got him.
And now Tony Pierre commits the foul. So that'll be 5 team fouls on Lyons already with 4:34 to go here first quarter.
I thought that was a good call. You see that called more often. The reach over the top, it's got to be a foul.
So right in front of the Lions bench to our left is Ian Goodness throwing it backcourt to his brother Paul. And now Paul brings it across the timeline, guarded by Jaden Lopez, drives, and he's blocked by Pierre coming the other way. Is Pierre, leaves it for JC Walker, who lays it up and in.
It's great help defense that time by Pierre.
It was Norvell with the block, excuse me.
Okay, yep.
And now Ian Goodness has it picked by Walker ahead of the pack. And he lays it in with the right hand.
Very athletic.
7-5, Lions leads. Ian Goodness brings it across. JC Walker got to be careful not to pick up his second. Ball loose, out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Palmac.
Lucky he didn't pick up the second there, though.
And now we got a timeout. Coach Sanders and Sharpie, 7-5 early, 3:53 to go first period. And you can tell it's going to be a good one. Things are starting to heat up.
Absolutely, yeah. One of the keys earlier was Goodness. How's he going to react? And, Ian Goodness, and he scored five quick points.
He's got all their points.
Yeah, the thing that they got to do a better job, though, is keeping Lions off the boards. They've had way too many second chance opportunities. And take care of the basketball a little bit better. JC Walker had a couple steals back to back.
Yeah, I think both teams settling in.
Yep.
It's still, although it is 2022 now, it's still relatively early in the season, and as is the case in high school basketball, teams try to get better and peak during sectional time.
Yeah, absolutely. Big game atmosphere, though, so they're settling in.
Definitely in a full house now, pretty much full capacity. Straight across from us, the Pell Mac students are taking up about a quarter of the bleachers, and they're all standing. They haven't sat down yet. 3:47 to go, first period. Paul Goodness finds his brother Ian. Ian skips it over to Alex Wooten into the game. He drives and dishes it out to Noah Brooks, who gives it back to Wooten on the block, spins, and he's fouled. So he'll head to the free throw line, and the foul is going to be on, if that's on Jaden Lopez, that's his second. Yep, so it is. So two Lions. The starting backcourt actually are two of the three. Battle and Lopez, each with 2 fouls, as Maxwell Lucier checks into the game as Wooten makes the first free throw. Maxwell, the brother of Lucas Lucier, former Lions. Luscious Lucas. And Wooten now prepares for the second free throw, and he knocks it down, and we're tied at 7 apiece.
That was a huge foul. Paul Mack was shooting on every foul the rest of the half.
Pierre controls now, tries a little shake and bake at the top of the Pell Mac zone, now kicks it over to Matthew Briggs, and he finds Walker on the wing for a 3, no good, but flying in for the rebound is Norvell, and it's out of bounds off Norvell. It'll be Pell Mac basketball. So Lions going to keep the full court pressure up as Ian Goodness inbounds to Paul Goodness. Now Paul, guarded by Lucier, man-to-man, works it across the timeline. As Lucier sides him up, now he works off a pick. Goodness kicks it to the left side for a 3 ball from Noah Brooks is no good. And it's rebounded by Lyons coming the other way. A little step through from Tony Pierre off the glass, high off the glass, and then 9-7, Lyons has the lead back. More full court man-to-man pressure, but kind of token pressure this time as Goodness goes right by Lucier, dumps it off on the block for Brooks, who misses the layup. Ball tapped around, and it looked like Pierre had saved it off of the leg, but his foot was on the baseline, and it'll be Pell Mac inbounding underneath their own basket, trailing 9-7.
I'd like to see Paul get a little more selfish with that. He's one of the best scorers in Section 5, and he passed up a 5-foot jump shot.
Now Goodness off the inbounds, penetrates, throws it high off the glass, and we got an offensive foul going the other way. This one was drawn by
Briggs, I think.
Matthew Briggs. Just the first foul of the game on Ian Goodness, and just the second team foul on Pell Mac with 2:33 to go. It's 9-7 Lions with the basketball as Tony Pierre now walks it up and kicks it over to Lucier, right side foul line extended again, 2-3 zone from Pell Mac. Now a deep 3 from Pierre, rails it home.
Back-to-back plays for Pierre.
12-7 your score as Paul Goodness leads for Ian, top of the key, 3, knocks it down.
Welcome back.
Second 3 of the quarter for Ian Goodness, and he has 8 points. And now almost a turnover, but it's tracked down by Briggs, now skipped over to Lucier, and things are getting set back up. Norvell to the foul line to Walker, and he is fouled by Paul Goodness. Just a little bump there trying to contest that entry pass. So 1 foul for Paul and Ian Goodness. And we have Jameer Lindsay checking into the game for Lucier for Lions, wearing number 43. Now it's going to be Lions inbounding on the baseline. Kicks it to the corner to Pierre. Pierre drives baseline, tried to find Norvell, but threw it away out of bounds. It'll be back to Pell Mac here with 1:43 to go, first quarter. Just like that, Lucier checks back in. This time he's coming in for Norvell. So kind of an odd lineup here for Coach Schott. You got J.C. Walker and 4 subs. And Paul Goodness drives by Lucier, kicks it left side for Wooten. Wooten loses it, and it's back to Lyons. Up ahead to J.C. Walker. A little hop step, reverse layup, no good. They got him for steps.
Wow. Again, another nice play by Tony Pierre. He didn't lob it out. He zipped it to J.C. Walker, gave him a chance to go in to make a layup. I mean, he's doing all the little things tonight.
So now it's Paul Goodness with his team trailing by 2, dribbling up right in front of the scores table across the timeline, working off a pick from Wooten, and Lucier reached behind and a lot of contact and no call. 3-on-1 coming the other way. Lions to the bucket goes J.C. Walker, high off the glass, rimmed out, but it led to the free throw line, and it's going to be.
I think he called it before.
Oh, before the shot. Yeah. Okay, so fouls on Alex Wooten, and that's the 6th team foul on the Lions. 1:12 to go first period. Inbound pass out to Lindsay. One dribble, kicks it to Briggs. Briggs drives baseline left side, picks up his dribble and tried to whip it to Walker. And Lindsay tried to save a backcourt violation and did. And now Walker controls. Over to Lindsay, who loses it. Coming the other way ahead of the pack is Paul Goodness. Left-handed layup up and in.
That might get him going.
So Paul Goodness on the board. Tie game 12-12. Inside a minute to go here. First quarter. And Pierre controls now.
With this lineup, they have to know where J.C. Walker is at all times. Keep him off the boards, contest his shots.
Pierre finds Lucier at the foul line. He has it stripped as he went up for the layup, and loose ball rebound controlled by Goodness, and he's fouled by Lucier.
Goodness knew that was coming. He knew that foul was coming. He was very patient. Let it happen.
7th team foul on the Lions. That means that Goodness is going to be able to walk the length of the court and have a one-on-one situation from the free throw line as Quentin Franklin checks back into the game for the first time for Lions. He's the younger brother of Devin Franklin, and a few Lions fans may remember Devin threw down a couple of highlight reel dunks during his career at Lions. And so 28.2 seconds to go, tie game. Paul Goodness to the free throw line.
He's the 10th player Lions has used so far.
And he knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. And he's got another one coming to give him a 2-point lead here. And Lions could hold for one shot after this. Shot clock off. Goodness knocks it down. Pelmac by 2, and they're applying some full court pressure.
It's a good move.
Again, 25 seconds to go. Shot clock off. Pierre gets it up to Lindsay. Lindsay lets a 3-ball go from the wing, and it really knocks it down.
Oh, my.
The triple Lindsay. 12 seconds to go. Pelmac trails by 1 now, 15-14. Paul Goodness with the ball. Game clock down to 5 seconds. He's at the top of the key. He pulls up just inside the three-point arc and knocks it down. What a first half of play here from Pelmac. Paul Goodness, Ian Goodness providing all the scoring for Pelmac, and J.C. Walker and Tony Pierre, along with that 3 from Lindsay, providing the scoring for Lions. We got a good one. You're going to want to keep it right here on FingerLakes1.com.
Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. The Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a no-obligation quote today at fingerlakesinsurance.com.
Welcome back, live inside Palmyra Macedon High School. Jim Sinacropi alongside Kevin Sharp for FingerLakes1.com. And again, hello to all the viewers on the Palmac School YouTube channel. We're happy to be a part of your broadcast. If you're listening on FingerLakes1.com radio, feel free to hop over on YouTube to Palmac's School channel, and you'll find our commentary along with live video.
Lions did a great job finishing that quarter out with playing 10 players. They weathered the storm. Coach Schott had a lot of confidence in his role players and his bench, and they produced for him.
Yeah, 10 deep in that first period, and they just trailed by 1 as we get second quarter action underway. Paul Goodness finds Ian Goodness. Pump fake, got Lopez in the air, missed the open 3, and now here comes Lions the other way. And it looks like not the full starting lineup for Lyons. It looks like Tony Pierre is in instead of Briggs, and we got a travel on Jaden Lopez.
Yeah, good call.
We're just underway, 7:38 remaining, second period. Palmac 16, Lyons 15. A bit of a unique matchup here tonight between a pair of Route 31 rivals. Of course, Lyons playing a Class C2 school, playing out of Wayne County, and Palmac, a B1 school in the Finger Lakes East. Wow, out of control there was Nolan as he missed the drive badly and was kind of bailed out there. Let's see who they got. Looks like it might be Norvell.
No, J.C. Walker.
It was Walker, so that's going to be 2 on Walker now. So 2 fouls on Walker, 2 fouls on Lopez, and 2 fouls on Jalen Battle. And it's going to be Quinn Nolan heading to the free throw line.
Well, that was a tough call. Like you mentioned, he kind of got bailed out there. He was out of control.
And Nolan misses the first of 2 free throws. Again, other than the pair of Alex Wooten free throws, all the scoring coming from the Goodness household in the first quarter. Nolan's second free throw rims out. And here comes Lyons the other way. It's Battle with the basketball in the lime green shoes, pulling back off the drive out to J.C. Walker. Now he steps in the lane, he traveled again. He can't believe it, but that was steps, J.C. Coach Schott doesn't like the call either. So Palmac holds on to that 1-point lead. More full court pressure coming from the Lions as it's worked around the backcourt and finally over into the hands of Quinn Nolan, who finds Paul Goodness now with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Into the corner quickly, it goes for a 3 ball from Damian Knack, who knocks it down. So Palmac shooting pretty good from 3-point range. That's their third 3 of the first half. And the lead up to 4 now, 19-15. Baseline, high-low to Walker, can't get it to go, and the ball's ripped away by Knack from Walker on the block. Palmac controls.
Yeah, Winslow's an extremely physical player.
Goodness, finds him in the corner again for 3, and this one's no good. Now way up ahead it goes. It was almost a Hail Mary pass, but good job by Bale controlling it, but he loses it. Now Quinn Nolan on the ground. And it's into the hands of Tony Pierre, who with a nice kiss off the glass on the left-hand side. 19-17, Palmac leads. And stepping in and almost with a steal was Pierre, who's playing a great ball game. Now Nolan finally controls it. He's double-teamed. He's having trouble. Gets it slapped away and dribbles again, and they got a foul. This time it's going to be Jaden Lopez, I believe, which is number 3. Yep, it was. They tagged Lopez with the foul, so he's got 3 fouls early here in the second quarter. And Michael Briggs checks back in, and Lopez takes a seat, so big early development.
Absolutely.
We probably won't see Lopez till the third quarter.
I wouldn't think so, and Walker and Battle have to be careful as well.
So Quinn Nolan finally gets a free throw to go after missing his last 2. In the lead up to 3, 2017. Second free throw on the way and rails around and in. 21-17, Palmac leads. Here comes Lyons the other way. Jalen Battle across the midcourt stripe. Kicks it over to Briggs. Right side foul line extended. Dribbles once and lofts it in. Kind of ill-advised to J.C. Walker, but right there to get the deflection is Sequire Norvell, who lays it up and in. And now it's a 2-point Palmac lead. This time they break the press easily. As Knack in the corner is going to try another 3 ball, short and rebounded, and going the other way with it is Michael Briggs, and he's fouled. So it's still just a 15 foul of the first half on Palmac.
Palmac does a nice job breaking that press. They're patient, they're well spaced. And all good ball handlers.
Damian Knack gets flagged for the foul, and Lyons takes over now, gets more 2-3 zone from the Red Raiders. Briggs tries to find a seam behind the back. He hands it off to Walker, who traveled again. This time he slipped and shuffled those feet. So that's a third travel call.
That's at least 3, yeah.
The first one I wasn't sure about. The second two were clear travels, and that one was just unfortunate. Maybe a little moisture on the court caused him to shuffle his feet. So they do get it across and up to Quinn Nolan. Tries a three, well short. Looked like he didn't really want to shoot it. And now here comes Lyons the other way, and they throw it away. It was.
Thought he got away with the travel there, too.
Yeah. Tony Pierre tried to penetrate and really had a lane to the basket, but instead tried to kick it to the corner, but nobody was there. And we got another timeout on the floor. Here with 5:05 to go, Pell-Mac leads 21-19.
A little sloppy, but I think both teams are, it's a big game atmosphere. I think they're trying to find get their legs underneath them. I'm really impressed with the Goodness brothers again.
We've seen that. Thanks. We've seen that time and time again, these early season games, even though we are into January, it's still early. This is really the first quality team that Lyons has faced.
Right.
And this is the first time Pell-Mac's been at full strength.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
And so, it's funny just to watch games early in the season and then see the same team later in the season come sectional time, and sometimes they look like totally different teams.
And one of two things about these teams used to be rivals in the Wayne County League. Well, Pell-Mac was in the Wayne County League for years, and they had some great matchups here and at the Atwood. So this is a throwback. Like we said earlier, I wish more teams would do this, schedule these kind of games.
Yeah, it's and sectional points I know are a concern, but I think that the kids that play in these games remember it a long time after they worry about how many sectional points
whether they were second or third seed in the sectionals. Right.
So 5:03 to go. We're back underway. More full court pressure from Lyons. Ian Goodness gets it across the timeline and gives it to brother Paul, who now sets up the offense against what looks to be his own defense now from the Lions. Paul, top of the key, over to Ian, one dribble, and into the corner it goes for Brooks. Takes one dribble inside of the three-point line, lets a jump shot go that's short. And here comes Lyons the other way. J.C. Walker with it near the hash mark in front of Coach Sanders. And they reverse it all the way over to Battle now on the opposite hash. Up top to Briggs. Now a three ball on the way from Pierre, back rim, no good. Walker comes flying in for that offensive rebound, though, and snags it up near the top of the key and leaves it back for Briggs. Briggs kicks it over to Battle. Battle lets a long three ball go. Mark it down! Third three of the half for Lyons, and they take the lead back 22-21, 4 minutes to go, first half. Nolan dribbled into the corner, that's trouble, and we got a jump ball.
Pell-Mac.
Stay with Pell-Mac.
No, Lyons, I'm sorry.
Oh, it will be Lyons basketball. Matthew Briggs now checking in for brother Michael. And it's going to be Briggs inbounding now. Yep, we're just holding play up for just a second here as Quinn Nolan checks out and Wooten checks in for the Red Raiders. And now the ball bounced into Jalen Battle, who picks it up and takes it across the midcourt stripe on the far side from our vantage point here behind the scorer's table at Pell-Mac High School. Briggs with it now. Back to Battle. Battle holds it. Back to Briggs. Three ball goes in from the wing, and he lets it hang while dropping the three sign to the crowd. And Briggs is on the board, and Lyons leads by 4. They break the pressure up ahead to Wooten, but he decides better of it, pulls back when he saw J.C. Walker waiting underneath the basket for him. Now a little high-low to Wooten, out to the corner to Brooks. Jump shot is good, just inside the three-point arc. And a nice shot there by Noah Brooks.
Great ball movement. Into Kinslow, reversed it across, wide open three.
Now Walker tries a little fade away from about 15 feet, no good, and Wooten with a nice rebound leaves it off for Paul Goodness. It's 25-23, Lyons leads. 3 minutes to go here, first half. Goodness picks up his dribble, now kicks it over to Brooks. Brooks drives, gets it to Wooten on the baseline. He takes one dribble, a lot of contact, out of bounds. Back to Lyons. So 2:51 to go. The visitors, the Lions, up 2. And here they come. Jalen Battle walks it up with J.C. Walker, Sequire Norvell, Tony Pierre, and Michael Briggs. Or excuse me, Matthew Briggs. Pierre step back, left-handed three, no good. And that rebound ripped away by Kinslow and controlled now by Goodness. Paul Goodness across the timeline. Kicks it over to number 0, Ian Goodness, and gets it back. A little trap at the top of the key from Lyons. Now looks like they're in maybe a 1-3-1. Wooten gets it on the baseline, loses it, but then gets it back to Noah Brooks, but it's blocked by Tony Pierre. And now 2 minutes to go here as Pierre kicks it over to Briggs, open for three. This one's well off, hits the backboard and no rim and into the hands of Kinslow.
He didn't hang the three that time.
No, he didn't. Here comes Brooks now. They let control the basketball. And he's trapped near the midcourt line. Check that, fouled by Matthew Briggs. I think that move, Coach Sanders trying to maybe help Paul Goodness get off the ball and maybe get on the wing with a chance to score.
He's taking one shot, maybe? 2 shots?
Yeah, he's got, he's got 2 field goals and 2 free throws.
Right. Okay.
And I don't remember him missing a shot.
Right. Look at it. Just walk into the game.
So right off the bench, Shaquir Norvell just kind of walked.
I think he thought
he thought he was getting subbed,
right,
but he can't come in yet. Yep. So anyways, Noah Brooks at the free throw line for 2. First one rolls around and in. 3 points for Brooks, and it's a 1-point Lions lead. And now Briggs and Norvell are out. Lindsay and Quentin Franklin in. Second free throw to tie the game from Brooks is on the way and good. So good free throw shooting from the Red Raiders so far in the first half. Has this game tied with 1:44 to go. J.C. Walker now plays catch with Jalen Battle at the top of the 2-3 zone from Pelmac. Walker slings it back to Battle. Battle drives right side, hangs, and gets it to go over the right side. And he's fouled.
Exploded the basket there, got up nice and high on the glass, finished through contact. I love seeing that.
So Battle now with all 5 of his points coming in the second quarter. The foul goes to Robert Kinslow. That's his first. And we have a line substitution as Maxwell Lucier checks back in for Jameer Lindsay. It looks like Lions looking to do a little offensive, defensive maybe with Lindsay and Lucier, because Lindsay's standing up next to the scorer's table still. So those lime green sneaks at the free throw stripe for Battle to complete the 3-point play. It's too strong off the back iron, no good. Into the hands of Walker, now batted around back to Battle. 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Ian Goodness. Handed off to Paul, and he's calling for Brooks to take it. And now Brooks is going to bring it across. Behind the back, across the timeline to Wooten in the corner. Finds Ian Goodness open for 3. No. Long rebound corralled by Battle. He's coming the other way with it. Up over Paul Goodness, lays it up and in.
Nice take.
4-point Lions lead, and a foul on Lucier on the inbounds pass. Not a great foul with 1 minute to go. It's going to be free throws coming the other way for Pelmac.
Yeah, you don't like seeing that, being 90 feet away from the basket, committing that foul.
And also the second foul now on Max Lucier. So a lot of Lions with multiple fouls here with 1 minute to go in the first half, including Jaden Lopez, who's been on the bench since about the 6-minute mark of the second quarter with 3 fouls. And the first free throw up and good for Paul Goodness. His first points of the second period is Lindsay and Michael Briggs check in, and Lucier takes a seat along with Matthew Briggs. Second free throw, good. 2-point game, Lions basketball. 1 minute to go here, first half. As Briggs kicks it over to Battle. Double teamed as that wing came up on the 2-3 zone to double him. Back to Battle, more of a double. And we've got a foul on Kinslow away from the ball. He doesn't like it.
It was getting physical in there with him and Walker.
And so that's 2 fouls on Kinslow, and for the first time we're going to see Brendan Mokin, senior, check in, wearing number 11 here with 46.8. Kinslow takes a seat. Free throws coming for J.C. Walker, as Lucier also checks in. That offensive defensive thing Coach Schott has going. Lindsay checks out. So Walker to the free throw line. Coming up at halftime, it's the DeSanto Propane halftime report. Want to keep it right here. First free throw. Rattles in and out and into the hands of Wooten. And now with 38 seconds to go, Palmac sets up. Brooks holds it top of the key. Bounce pass to Goodness. Pump fake. Open for three now. Back iron no good. Up big for the rebounds battle. He turns around, dribbling the other way. He tries baseline. He hangs. He can't finish, but he's fouled. And that's going to be on Mokeen. Is it Brendan Mokeen? Just want to get the correct pronouncing. Moquin. So fouls on Brendan Moquin. Apologies to the Moquin family if you're listening in. And Jalen battles at the free throw line, trying to extend this Lions 2-point lead. And the first free throw is no good. So Battle now 0 for 2 from the free throw line. He'll get another chance as Aaron Rouse checks into the game.
It's a good move by Coach Schott, getting Walker out. He's got two. You don't see him pick up a third right before half.
So they played every player on their bench except for one. So we'll see if we see Kay Figueroa later in the game. And there, Battle finds the mark from the free throw line. It's a 3-point lead, 30-27, 20.5 seconds ago. Full court pressure from the Lions as Wooten awaits the ball from referee Dave Toole underneath his own basket. And he gets it into Paul Goodness, and he almost threw it away, but now they got numbers if they hurry, breaking that press. Here comes Goodness across the timeline behind the back. 10 seconds to go, first half. Goodness finds Ian Goodness, top of the key for three. Would have tied it, no good. And that's how the first half will end as Sequir Norvell pulls it down after 2 quarters of play. Your score, Lions 30, Palmac 27. We got quite a ball game here. You're going to want to keep it with us here on FingerLakes1.com. DeSanto Propane halftime show is next.
This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to support from the following sponsors. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 25 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. The Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a no-obligation quote today at FingerLakesInsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber has been locally owned for 3 generations and is more than just a lumber and building supplier. Stop in on Bayard Street in Seneca Falls to browse their full selection of power tools, hardware, lawn and garden, painting, and plumbing supplies, and talk to their experienced staff when planning your next home improvement project. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits. Also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student athlete. For more information, visit bvdphotography.com. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. And FingerLakes1.com, digital marketing, website development, hosting, multimedia production, and home of the most popular website and mobile app in the Finger Lakes. Now, back to the game.
And welcome back inside Palmyra Macedon High School. It's the DeSanto Propane Halftime Show. I'm Jim Sinacropi alongside Kevin Sharp for FingerLakes1.com. Again, welcome to our thank you to to Kevin Schlegel here at Palmac High School, pumping our feed into their school's YouTube stream for everybody watching on YouTube. Yeah. That's awesome because they're seeing a great ball game so far, right, Sharpie?
Absolutely. I mean, just what we thought. It's going to be a close game all the way, all the way to the end, start to finish. Lyons did a really nice job of weathering the storm there with foul trouble, and they have a 3-point lead at halftime.
Yeah, it was back and forth most of the game. Most of the scoring for the homestanding Red Raiders provided by the Goodness brothers, 8 apiece, although all but 2 free throws coming in the first quarter. Lions did a good job of containing them in the second quarter. Damian Knack knocked down a 3, and Noah Brooks ended up with 4 points in the second quarter. But for Lions, J.C. Walker, 6 points, all in the first quarter, and then it was Jalen Battle providing most of the offense with 8 in the second quarter. Tony Pierre with 7, Sequir Norvell with 3, Matthew Briggs with 3, Jameer Lindsay with 3. Lions trailed by 1, 16-15 after the first quarter, came back, won the second quarter, 15-11. They lead 30-27. And again, Sharpie, the story of the first quarter, really the foul trouble from the Lions. Jaden Lopez with 3, Max Lucier with 2, Jalen Battle and J.C. Walker with 2 apiece. But Coach Schott weathered the storm, and we should see the Lions at full strength in the second half. And if nobody picks up any fouls early, maybe for the first time we'll see the starters run for a while.
Yeah, no matter what happens the rest of the game, the bench players for Lions proved that they can go on the court and not only hold a lead, but maybe extend a lead. I mean, they did a really, really nice job, and Coach Schott showed a lot of confidence in them and didn't push the panic button. Said, you know what, these guys are good enough to get us through. And, Lions should be full strength in the second half.
And again, there's 12 players on the roster for the Lions, and 11 of them saw action in the first half. Yeah. So Coach Schott showing that confidence in his bench. Coach Sanders with a little bit smaller roster, showing 9 people on the roster, but 8 of those 9 players saw action in the first half. And again, the first time this year that Coach Sanders has had his squad at full strength for a basketball game, with Ian Goodness missing the bulk of the start of the season. And so it was difficult to gauge Palmac, who comes in with 2 wins and 4 losses against some really tough competition. And again, that big win against Wayne. And then you have, on the other hand, the Lions who come in undefeated. But other than their opening night win at the Atwood against HAC, who the Wolves are a really good team this year, Sharpie. But other than that, they really haven't had much of a test. So this has been a really good litmus test, I guess, for both these teams. And so far, it's neck and neck, 30-27.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I think Palmac's really got to concentrate on is keeping Lions off the offensive glass. We don't keep track of rebounds, but I think Lions has got to be way ahead of them in rebounds, both offense and defense. I don't remember Paul Mack giving too many second chance points down here, or shots for that matter, let alone points.
Yeah, J.C. Walker certainly tough to deal with. Down low, he's going to get his hand on almost every rebound.
He goes after the ball like as well as anybody I've seen. I mean, he'll go from the block, go chase a rebound down at the top of the key. I mean, he just has that attitude that it's his ball, he's going to go get it.
And again, you know, you look at this Lions team and you look at J.C. Walker. He was a huge part of last year's team, and even as a freshman, big part of those teams, but he wasn't the leader. Now he's called upon to be one of the leaders, if not the leader of this ball club. Amir James is gone. Tootie Smith is gone. Horace Betts has graduated. So, you know, those are some pretty key contributors for the Lions for several years. So they're still trying to find themselves as they prepare to, you know, make a run at what would be their school's 21st sectional title.
I think Coach Schott knew before the year it's going to be a year of transition, because you go from those guys that were 3-year starters, I think 3 sectional championships in a row, to a team that didn't really have a defined leader. And I think J.C. Walker stepped into that. He's been pretty composed today.
Yeah, again, he's playing with those 2 fouls, but you know, saw a lot of time on the court with those 2 fouls and never picked up the third, which, you know, again, with if J.C. Walker is not on the floor, it's a different Lions team. It's still a very good team, but Walker's the one that makes him a next level team.
I agree. Like you said in the opening, he's one of the best athletes you're going to see all year long. I don't care what league you play in, whether it's Wayne County or whether it's City Catholic. He's athletic enough to play with any of those players.
So we're about ready to get underway here in the second half. Glad you could be with us. Jim Sinacropi and Kevin Sharp for FingerLakes1.com. And I want to remind our viewers and listeners, you can get a recap of all the area Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball action for the girls and the boys every morning on FingerLakes1.com. Full scores, stats, and media. And then we'll be back here tomorrow night, except it'll be Ted Baker on the call for Finger Lakes 1. I'll be sitting in on color as the Minders Lady Blue Devils invade this gymnasium to take on the Pelmac Lady Red Raiders. And again, that we're planning on doing the same thing, streaming live on Finger Lakes 1 radio with the our call brought into the Newark school stream, or excuse me, Pelmac school stream. I don't think Newark will be interested, but the Pelmac YouTube channel. So looking forward to that. Back-to-back nights in Red Raider country as the second half now is officially underway. It's Goodness now moving from our left to right in the home whites. Getting it to Kinslow now over to Nolan. And now to Damian Knack, a little high-low to Ian Goodness on the block, swallowed up by Lions defenders, blocked from behind by Pierre. Or, excuse me, yeah, that was Pierre. I get Pierre and Norvell mixed up. Yeah. 22 and 25. It's an early season for us, too, Sharpie.
Nice pass by Kinslow down low to Goodness. He just got buried in the basket a little bit. It was kind of in no man's land.
Battle finds Norvell underneath the basket, kicks it out to J.C. Walker, who misses a three-pointer, and now Goodness with the basketball. Gives it over to Nolan, who drives to the basket, pump fake, gets two Lions in the air and lays it up in there on the reverse side.
Great patience by Nolan on that play. 4
points for Nolan, 1 point Lions lead. Lopez with those 3 fouls, kicks it over to the right side to Jalen Battle, and Nolan tried to time the steal and foul battle.
That's a hustle play, hustle foul. I mean, as a coach, you don't really mind those too much.
Second foul on Nolan. And it's 30-29, Lions with the basketball. Lopez, top of the key. Over to Jalen Battle, deep three from the wing, front iron no good. Pulled in by Pierre, high-low it goes to J.C. Walker, who stepped on the baseline when he tried to save it. I don't know if Walker was ready for that one. I think he thought that Pierre was going to put up the shot.
Another offensive rebound, though.
Full court pressure from the Lions. They find Kinslow now, gets it across the timeline to Nolan. He waits for Paul Goodness, the Red Raiders' leading scorer. It's been quiet so far tonight. Just 8 points. He had 30 his last outing against North Star Christian. Now he gets the ball top of the key, drives into the heart of the zone, float around the way, rattles in and out, and up for the rebound is Tony Pierre. And he dribbles it now, coming from our right to left into the lane, and a little leave off on the baseline cut for Shaquir Norvell, who lays it up and in, lead back to 3. Kinslow to Ian Goodness, still trying to break the press. They get it across. And now left open for 3 was Knack, but he waits and finds a cutting Kinslow who misses a layup. He's not happy with himself. Thought he could have had that. Kinslow still looking for his first bucket. 6 minutes to go, third period. Battle pulled up from the free throw line, missed, but rebounded by J.C. Walker. Put back up in his first field goal since the first quarter.